calmed you down a little bit, or has it made life a little more interesting?
It definitely makes life a little more interesting.
Do you think he's aware of what's going on? I mean, with you guys, I mean, I'm talking about.
He watched games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he locks in too. So it's pretty dope.
Great.
All right, thank you. We'll have KD in here shortly.
Thanks, Frank.
Just locked in now.
Hey Dub Nation, what's up YouTubers? This is Poor Man's Commish again, and this is my continuation of quote-unquote the director's cut of what happened behind the scenes at tonight's game. My previous video was what happened behind the scenes at morning shoot-around before the Pelicans game. So now we're at the Pelicans game, and we will start right here with Patrick McCaw getting some moves going on. Don't know if you know, but McCaw had some braids done 2 games ago. Then he changed it back because he said they were too tight. So he's going to go back to that regular hairstyle, if you will. And he said he might get the braids back at some point. Obviously, tonight was slate night, but the Pelicans did not have Anthony Davis playing, so that Jumbotron was a little wrong there. They also didn't have DeMarcus Cousins playing either, so the Pelicans are kind of in tank mode, as some of you know. Before the game, Kerr said he wanted Durant to focus on defensive rebounding, but the plot thickens, so stay tuned on that. And we got somebody on Twitter said, don't you think he's joking that, isn't that tongue-in-cheek? And I was like, well, I don't know, probably not. But then KD was asked about it later. Anyways, I'm getting slow here on the director's cut, but I felt less pressure tonight because I didn't have to film Steph Curry and the tunnel shot and the this and the that, the tunnel sprint. Oh man, a lot of stuff that you guys probably take for granted. But there's Steph, and it's funny because C's over there, he was like, he tweeted right after this, he goes, because I tagged him on it, right? And C's goes, well, I want to make sure my ticket was next to Drake, which then spawned a lot of rumors. Hey, is Drake going to be there? Is Drake going to be there? And guess what? Drake was there. I'm going to come back to KD in a minute here, but here's a picture of Drake. So yeah, he was definitely there. And we have a little bit of a bonus for you guys when Draymond was with Drake after the game. So stay tuned for that. Hang on to your hats for that. I also want to quickly mention that we had Zaza shown on there, and it was kind of cool because one of his sons was able to send him passes in the post, so that was kind of cool. Now, Durant shows up, and it's just, bedlam. People have been waiting for his return for so long. I've made 3 videos, I think, about his return from injury. Jarrett Jack also was here. He is now a member of the Pelicans and got a few cheers there. Then Clay came out, and it's funny, the person standing next to me was like, hey, Clay was looking at you. He was making sure you got a good shot. I highly doubt that. Clay does things on his own. He doesn't think about, he's not the most considerate person. Let's put it that way. Over here, I was trying to film KD walking back in his headphones. I'll tell you why maybe someday. I can't tell you why at the moment, why I want to catch him with his headphones on. But it's kind of weird because Dale, the security guard, held me back. It's like, he knows who I am. I'm not going to attack Durant. But anyway, So this is weird because I did catch on spectacles them running out. Sean Livingston went too early, as you'll see here. And Draymond was like, "You didn't say just us." So I think S. Dot kind of jumped the gun there. And usually it's Steph leading the tunnel run. So Snapchat kind of messed up the order. I don't know how it messed it up, but we had a little bit of the warm-up there before the run. Usually it's in chronological order. But anyway, Steph showed up again, and he's trying to like throw away a water bottle here. Didn't know what to do with it, and decided to keep it. Then one other thing I noticed that he's shaking his legs again during the national anthem. That's just like a habit that he has. I need to ask him someday just what that's all about. So we had the national anthem, and then I saw D.West over there near Lacob's courtside seats. And here we go with the intros. It's always a fun thing, even though you know it's going to happen, lights out. The crowd just really gets excited, and that's so fun to feel that. There's Ian Clark doing his hanging off the rim before the game. And then when they introduced KD first, it was just so loud. It was great. And I'm really glad I caught the fire there coming out. Next up was Draymond, which I barely missed because of KD. But there's Zaza coming out, and he always jumps. Does a high five with Draymond. And then Clay, and then Sean Livingston. And that's what happened there. During the game, as you can see here in the second quarter, they had Steph doing that stuff with Corden and the car karaoke. And then before the game ends, I usually head to the tunnel, and I get to pass up the bench on the way. And you'll see, Steph's going to be looking at me, and, I'm pretty easy to spot. I got the Snapchat spectacles on. But that one time, I still will never forget Curry after the game in the tunnel, walking back, all of a sudden he goes, "Snapchat goggles." And I have that on tape somewhere. I'm going to have to brag about that some more later. But here we go. The team is now 66-14, just amazing record. There goes Steph. No Aisha, guys, so sorry to disappoint you. No, actually, I did see Aisha very briefly. So she must have left by the time Steph got there. And then KD was last because they want to get him on TV, obviously. So after the game, Kerr was like, talking about Draymond when he makes his threes. That changes everything. And Clay was so funny because he's like, "Okay, guys, let's make this short. I got a hot date." And then he paused a little bit, and then he said, "With Rocco." So who knows? That little pause there makes me wonder. Anyways, Draymond brought his son, Draymond Jr., the cutest little baby. He's only 3 months old, and you can see more pictures. I'll show them to you after this. Matt Barnes had a cast on his right foot, so it looks like he might be out for a while. And finally, KD was asked, "Hey, what about that defensive rebounding thing Kerr wanted you to focus on?" And he was like, "No, I don't know nothing about that. He didn't tell me that." So that was kind of weird. Don't know what to make of that. We'll just let it be for now, and then let's give you a little bit more of Draymond Jr. because he's just so adorable, and then let's end you with his father clowning Drake KD, and Steph. Only Draymond can get away with that. Anyways, guys, thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I'll see you soon, and I'll just say, let's go Warriors. For now, catch you at the next director's cut or whatever it is. There is no practice on Sunday. They called it off. And so we'll probably see you Monday morning from shoot-around. Take care, guys.